welcome back. I'm Hostile and this is Hostile's Guitars, and we're talking today about what you truly need to know about gear. I'm going to answer all the questions in this video, and it's going to be real informational. So I hope you stick around and get something out of this. So we're going to break down everything, and we're going to talk about what do you really need. First off, guitar. This guitar right here has played more gigs with me than my most expensive guitars, Ernie Ball Music Man and Jackson guitars. This is an ESP LTD, and here on the 12th fret tells you the model, which is M100FM. So this was at the time the cheapest guitar that I could find that had a Floyd Rose style trim, and it had licensed Floyd Rose trim, and I think I paid maybe a little over $200, $230 it feels like at the time. And I thought that was pretty decent, you know, being it coming from ESP. And yeah, played the crap out of it. There's videos all over the internet, some of the shows and stuff. And then I modded it, put pickup here in the bridge, changed it out from the standard ESP LTD pickup, whatever it is, to a Seymour Duncan Screaming Eagle. And then at one point there's some hole marks around here. You can see pretty clearly that I had a guitar synthesizer pickup mounted in here with the big hunkin' control box mounted down here, so you could play with the knobs and turn on and off your modified synth pickup. So that was a cool modification. Played a lot of cool songs, and I was able to improvise a lot of things using the guitar synthesizer, GR80, I believe is what it's called. Did I need all that? The extras? Maybe, maybe not. But what you definitely need is a quality instrument that is set up good. So that means the neck is straight, the string height is good, the frets have been polished down, and everything feels right, everything's connected together in the way it's meant to be. And when that all comes together, your guitar is going to be fun to play. Okay, and it doesn't matter how much money you spend on it. I think of all the famous guitar players that I can think of, and they all started and recorded their first albums with crap guitars. And there's nothing wrong with that. Whatever setup they had on their guitar was meant to be for that situation. And it didn't matter if it was a $5,000 Gibson or if it was, you know, some knockoff Kramer brand or something. They had cheap guitars when they started. And I did too. Most people do. You know, you don't want to get into this thing and realize you're not into it and don't like it, and you spend $1,000, $2,000 on a guitar. You don't need it. A $300 guitar right now is all you need. You can pick out from Epiphone, Jackson. Those are my two brands that I trust, I guess you could say. Fender, you know, up to $400 at the most, and you get yourself a quality guitar. All right. So once you got your guitar, you need an amplifier, and you don't need anything fancy. There's two styles. There's, you know, your power amp and then the speaker cabinet, and then there's a combo with this. The power amp is built in with the speaker cabinet, so one cabinet versus, or one thing versus two things. Totally up to your price range. Line 6 Catalyst, can't say anything bad about it. I use it all the time. It's about a $400 or $500 amp. You can go cheaper, but you know, look at reviews, look at how things are, you know, look at the product, and get a good quality amp. And then from there, you're set. You plug the guitar into the amp, adjust the volume settings, or adjust all the settings, and you rock and roll. You don't need anything else. But there's a couple things that make your playing better. So I'm gonna tell you that trick. What you're gonna always want is your volume knob on 10, all the way up. When you're putting your guitar into your amp, use your amp volume to control the actual sound volume of the amp. Use your volume switch here all the way up to turn the guitar kind of on and off. So yeah, maximum all the time, and then you can turn your gain and everything up on your amp. And what that'll do is it'll allow you to have that distortion and that chuggy sound at a lower volume. So always have your volume turned to max when it's time to play. Once you get better and stuff, there's all kind of volume stuff to do. But yeah, for right now, that's pretty much the standard for everybody is we're gonna leave that volume on 10, and we're gonna control the volume of the sound through the amp. Okay, also we're gonna control the distortion, because all the amps now come with usually a clean and then a dirty channel. Just set it up right there on the amp. You don't need to go out and buy any box, any stomp box, any pedal whatsoever. Just go get a Line 6 Catalyst. Line 6, not a sponsor, but love you. Get a crate. They're a lower end crate, not a sponsor, but love you too. Just get you an amp and yeah, plug the guitar into it. Now, we talked about a couple key items. If you were to buy some pedals, the first thing that I would invest money in, very first, is the most boring of all pedals that we all hate, and that is a good tuner. Okay, this is the Chromatic Tuner by Boss, the TU-2, and it is pretty much a standard for everybody. Every professional guitar player either has one of these on the floor in their rack, back in their gig setup, but you got to have a tuner. Now, some tuners come on the amps themselves now, so if you can get a combo amp or even a head and cabinet combo, then they have tuners built in. You can use those, but it's kind of a pain in the butt to go back to your amp constantly and look at the test. If you have this in your Vision on the floor, you can tap it, you can make sure you're tuning it, and it also cuts the signal. So while you're tuning, the audience won't hear the guitar tuning. And there's some different ways to set it up, but the main point is, the point of this tuner is that I can click it, make sure everything's in tune, click it back on, and my guitar rock and rolls. One thing I do want to talk about with pedals, you need tuner, you need 9-volt batteries. All pedals should run on 9-volt batteries and have an auxiliary port that you can plug it into the wall with the adapter. However, these pedals, all pedals, in my opinion, will have problems with power because it's not a consistent power coming through here, and your pedals can get wonky. They sound different, they don't work properly, and a lot of the time, or a lot of buzz, you get a lot of buzz, you don't know where it's coming from. A lot of the times it's dirty power going into one of your pedals or all of your pedals because you got them set up to be powered. Alright, so what we're trying to say is you always want to keep 9-volt batteries. Use the 9 volts, don't trust the jack for that. Alright, another type of tuner that we have is this clip-on style tuner, and that kind of tuner goes into usually acoustic guitar players. You'll see this on the end of the guitar. Give an example here. So if you have your guitar and maybe you don't have a tuner on the amp, that's fine. These are super cheap, and you just literally clip it on the guitar neck. The guitar head, turn it on, and you tune up right there. You just leave it there if you want. Check your tune. But yeah, these are great. I use it to tune a lot of acoustic guitars, and these are great values. These little clip-on tuners. Gotta have a tuner. So guitar, amp, tuner, and the last piece of the puzzle is gonna be this guy right here. This is a wah pedal. This is the Dunlop Crybaby, I believe, and yeah, you're gonna want a wah pedal. This also has the ability to be plugged into the wall power or battery power, but again, these kind of pedals like this will squeal and squeal and make noise if you don't use a battery, if you plug it into the wall. So keep batteries on stock and use a wah pedal. This gives you a lot of flexibility, especially with any type of blues, funk, jazz, rock, metal. A wah pedal is always fun to play with and always a good option for soloing and everything like that. So wah pedal, that's it. If you're using more than that, and then you're composing, pieces like Dream Theater, where you need multiple sounds. You should have a clean sound, your rhythm sound, your lead sound, and that's it. And you can push all that through your amp. Most of them have boost, and most amps have noise gates now. And what a noise gate does is just keeps all the extra buzz and within the frequency range, it kind of compresses it down to make it more clear, a clear direct tone. So So much options on amps these days. You can go out and get a Line 6 Catalyst, get a $300 or $400 Jackson, a tuning pedal, and a wah. You're set for a decade, for life. So, yeah, don't waste your time messing around with different stomp boxes, trying to chase tones and all that stuff. Find the tone that's in your hands. Find the tone that's in your ear, that's in your heart, that wants to come out. And you can plug into anything at that point. You can grab any guitar and any amp, and they're going to sound like you. So don't feel like you have to buy anything of that. So that's the truth about all this high-end gear and this tech. Yes, you know, the big guys run big rack systems and big coliseums and stuff, but they didn't start that way. They didn't write their first and second albums that way. You know, they were poor and broke and trying to make it, and they didn't have the best quality instruments. So you don't have to worry about that either. It's not about the quality instruments. It's just your dedication and practice and performance that matters. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. It's a little bit lengthy, pretty simple, but I'm glad everybody's back. And we'll finish this Chemical Kelly build up and hopefully have that out within the next week or so. And then we'll start modding over here on our ESP. So thank you for sticking around. And that is the deal with equipment on the 2-minute drill / hostile guitars / 2-minute fix. Thanks, and come back. We'll see you.